Hey there, Econ students. Welcome to the Mr. Sin channel. Today we're going to be learning about the fundamental economic problem and why it causes us to have trade-offs which lead to opportunity costs and what Tinsel has to do with any of it. So sit back, relax as we figure out what's going on in the world of econ. So before we get started, I just have to point this out that all my videos come with guided notes. You can find them in the description below. The guided notes go right along with the video. They're to help you take notes so you can remember the important things. This way, when you have your quiz or test and you need to look back on the information you learned, you don't have to rewatch the whole video. So I'd highly recommend using those throughout this video and any other videos that you watch. Now, let's figure out what's going on with our fundamental economic problem. Economics is a social science that's going to look at how we as a society allocate our scarce resources to satisfy our human needs and wants. And we have unlimited needs and wants that are always competing to use these scarce resources. We're going to be looking at a ton of different themes throughout this course. We'll be getting into micro and macro, we'll get into personal finance, and the fundamentals, which is this video. And our fundamental economic problem is simple. It's scarcity. Think about it. Are you satisfied right now with where you are in life? Are you like, yep, I'm good. I don't need to buy anything else? If you said yes, you are a liar. Because no one's satisfied ever. We always want more. And we always need more too. Just even food and water, we need more of it to survive. And that is our fundamental economic problem, is scarcity. Because of scarcity, we have to make decisions on a day-to-day basis. Do I want to buy a giant home or do I want a tiny home? Do I want to hang out with my friends tonight and go to the movies, or should I study for my test tomorrow? Time itself is a scarcity that we have, and we have to make choices. We only have so much of it. Do I want to spend my money on that new video game, or should I save it for college? What should I do? All of these are because of scarcity. Now, because we have scarcity and we have unlimited wants and needs, but we have limited resources, we have to make trade-offs. We have to make decisions in life. Now, wants and needs, I've already referenced these a couple times, but a want is something that you just want to buy or purchase or do, but you don't really need it to survive. A need is something that you have to purchase, you have to do to be able to survive. Now, it's easy to break this down between like a want being, oh, I want to go to the mall and hang out with friends and buy all these clothes that are from Lululemon. That would be a want. You don't need to buy from Lululemon. A need, however, would be like drinking water or eating food. Now, even food can get categorized in a want section depending on what type of food. Do you need to go to Chipotle or do you more want to go to Chipotle? There's different types of food that could go into different categories depending on what you are doing. Now, we're not going to get into all the nitty-gritty there. That's not the point of this video. But the point you need to understand is with unlimited wants and needs and limited resources, scarcity is going to happen. And that will cause us to make trade-offs. Now, trade-offs happen every single day. And we as humans have to make them all the time. Should I go hang out with my friends tonight or should I study for this test? That's right there, time. Should I go out to an amusement park or should I save that money for later down the road? Should I drink water or pop? All of these are different trade-offs. And with trade-offs comes opportunity costs. Now, an opportunity cost is our next best thing. If we decide to go with option A, option B would be our opportunity cost. If we weren't doing this, this is what we would have done. It's the next best option. So an example of this would be if you want to study for your test tonight. You have a huge econ exam tomorrow and you need to study. But all of your friends are going to go out and watch a movie and then play video games after. And you want to do that. You have an option now. You have to decide which one's best. You'll weigh your pros and cons. And let's say you decide to hang out with your friends. So you'll maybe study the next day for econ, but you're not sure. Well, what that would be then is your trade-offs there between the two options. You chose to hang out with your friends. The opportunity cost would be getting a good grade or studying for that test. That is what you've decided to give up. It's your next best option. If you weren't hanging out with your friends, you'd be studying. So hopefully that makes sense for trade-offs and opportunity costs. They happen all the time. But the key thing with opportunity costs is it's your next best option. It's not if I had 10 things to do that day and I narrowed it down to 2, the other 8. No, it's just the next best one. So always remember that with opportunity costs. If I wasn't doing this, I would be doing that. Our last key economic concept in this video is Tinsel. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Because of scarcity, because of trade-offs, and because we just don't have unlimited resources, nothing is ever free, even if it may appear free to you. So for example, you go into the store and it's a buy one, get one free. You're ecstatic because, yay, I just got a free meal. Now, it's not really free though. The company has to eat the cost. They still had to pay the farmers to grow the food. They still had to pay the chefs to cook it. They still had to pay the utilities to even just operate that establishment. That cost gets divvied up in other ways. While it may appear free for you, someone is paying for it. Nothing in this life is ever truly free. There's always a cost. You might not be the one that's directly paying it, but in the long run, it gets distributed in other areas. Maybe the prices for the food just generally are higher to compensate for those free days. Or at the same time too, you're even just sacrificing your time to go to the restaurant. There's always a cost that is paid whenever we do anything. So hopefully by now you understand the fundamental economic problem. And you understand why scarcity impacts us so much, why trade-offs happen, what an opportunity cost is, and what Tinsel is. These concepts are going to come back throughout our course, so make sure you understand them. We'll keep coming back to them as we go through our other units. Hopefully this video helped you better understand everything. Make sure you subscribe so you can support the channel. And until next time, I'll see you online.